Hello, Weebs and Normies. Welcome to the Anime Club. I'm Graham.
And I'm George.
All right, George. This is going to be a big episode. But before we get to that,
Yes.
we have premium voting this week. So for anyone who made those suggestions last week, if you're watching this on the public YouTube release, then your two top suggestions or the two top suggestions have gone into the premium voting. We got 4 choices. Patreon members will vote on Patreon. YouTube members will vote on Discord. You guys are going to vote for the next series that happens on Tuesday after Season 2 of ReZero. We have some likely guesses of what it might be, but even
Yes,
still,
we do.
every vote matters. Sometimes it gets down to the wire. That being said as well, this series right now today is over in the future of the 2 week ahead. I'm saying this in the weirdest way possible, but basically the next series is available 2 weeks ahead of time now on Patreon and YouTube membership. That is Jobless Reincarnation. So if you've been looking forward to that,
Season 2.
hopefully you're a
Yes. member.
member. Yeah, season 2 is starting now, so check it out. Also, you can watch the finale of this as well, which is cool, of Vinland Saga. But
Great time skip that we don't have the luxury of doing, but you
yes,
do.
you do.
So,
yes. All right.
yep.
Well, George, what do you think is going to happen here? Do you think Canute is going to listen to reason? Do you think he's going to take himself
No.
down a peg in pride and listen, or is he just going to stick to his guns and be a freaking douche?
I think it's too early for Canute to realize that the path he's embarked on is a waste. I don't know, dude. He's seeing his dad, so maybe, I guess, now that I think about it, he feels regret that he tries to push aside. And I feel like his dad is partly the representation of that guilt that he's feeling. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of bummed in a little bit that Thorkel didn't come here, because I wonder what he would have done if he saw Canute.
Yeah.
He would, or not Canute, sorry, if he saw Thorfinn, he would have been like,
yeah.
no way, Thorfinn, right? But
right.
yeah, I think Thorfinn now is the opposite of Canute in almost every single way. And
Yeah.
as much as I loathe to say this, Canute is not going to grow from meeting Thorfinn. In fact, pride might kick in, and he'll be more entrenched in his terrible actions and terrible views. So,
yeah, what will happen here? I'm so interested in this conversation because Thorfinn is going to come to Canute and say, can't we broker a peace? Can't we stop the fighting? And Canute on a fundamental level wants that, right? Now he's going about it in a pretty freaked up way, but we can say as a definite, he really does believe in his vision. So how does this clash of ideals of the same core goal but very different methodology come?
yeah.
What's the outcome of that? That's what I'm so curious about. I feel like this could be an outcome that we don't anticipate, because the show's been doing a pretty good job of swerving right at the last second. When you think you know what's going to happen, it kind of makes a bit of a twist, which is great. So yeah, I'm really curious to see.
Be that wolf for everybody is just on hyper alert, and he doesn't even get to see Canute.
Oh,
I don't know.
That would
That
be
the
fucking
worst,
tragic.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So I don't know. Do you think he's gonna have to fight his way out?
no, and the only reason why I think so is because he said it's only 100 men. I can get out no problem. Which is a wild statement to say. And if anybody else had said that, I would have been like, they're dead. Clearly they're dead. But the only people I believe that out of are Thorfinn, Thorkel, and Snake. Any of them had said, I can get out no problem, I believe them. Snake said, I'll lose, or will lose. So, okay, I believe him, though he did take quite a few Jom Vikings out. But if Thorfinn says it, I believe him. So I don't think that'll be an issue.
Yeah, I wonder, would Snake be able to, though? I don't know. He's quite good, but
I don't think Snake would be able to, But if in the story Snake had said no problem, then I would have believed him, and I think he would have been able to.
Yeah, I just imagine like, okay, Snake versus the entire army. He dies for sure.
Yeah, so current Snake, and as the story has been told right now, 100% Snake dies. But if the story had played out exactly the same, and instead of him saying in the beginning of the fight, in beginning of the battle last time, he's like, we'll lose, this is the last time to back out, Kettle. If he had just said, you know, hold strong or something, just anything aside from we'll lose, and then somehow he switched places with Thorfinn, is like, don't worry, it's only 100 men, I'll be able to get Kettle out, I would have believed him. Those are the only things that I needed. Him saying something else other than we'll lose, and then right after that saying it's only 100 men, I can do it, and I would have believed him.
Right, okay,
So,
fair enough. Yeah, I wonder if it's because like the context, like they're not like in formation, so he could like fight his way out. Like maybe he's not implying that he could beat 100 men per se.
No, just that he can get out. Yeah,
he could get
that's
out.
what I'm thinking. Thorfinn is too. I don't think Thorfinn can kill 100 dudes. I think Thorfinn can just escape. Like it's only 100 of them. I'll fight like 2 or 3 at a time and like slowly make my way back.
Okay,
and you know there's still like 50 left, right? Not that Thorfinn is in a state to want to kill people, but
sure. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's hop to it.
Let's do it. Oh my gosh,
that's an awful visual,
dude,
bro.
Like piecing the bodies together.
Oh wow.
What a worldview, dude.
Yeah, dude, he's trying to play the frickin' tightrope.
Yeah.
Loki, what's he thinking, I wonder?
There he is, dude. Exactly. Dude, this is exactly what pissed me off about Canute last time, dude. It's like really now is when you show benevolence. This is how you soothe yourself. Oh, dude. His dad is so right, man. Oh, jeez, dude, he's insulting him. And hell has its own laws. Wow.
Dang. Oh, look at that visual.
You thought the bodies Thorfinn had were a ton, dude. Look at this.
Probably my favorite visual I've seen in this entire series.
Yeah.
Easily. So intense.
Road of bodies. Almost literally.
The path to hell is paved with good intentions. Oh.
Yeah. Dude. The screams, man. The screams of war.
Oh. Oh, what is he gonna do now?
Both the hands, dude. How are you supposed to till the fields?
Oh.
Oh.
This is that girl who was in his bed. And the parents who were listening outside.
You're right.
Oh,
you're right.
Man, this is so tragic, dude. Oh.
Oh. Wow.
Oh, dude, everyone's going through it, man.
Yeah.
This is his fault, man.
Yeah. He's realizing it now. Well, partially. Canute is mostly to blame, but yes.
Yeah, true.
Oh my gosh,
Oh
lady.
boy.
It's a fair crash out, I guess.
Yeah. No, they'll
He
die.
does not want to do this.
Yeah, like, what are you talking about?
His heir?
Omar? Oh. Oh.
Dude.
What?
Dude.
Oh,
It falls
no.
on him? Oh, bro, I did not expect this at all. What?
No way, he surrenders 100%. Yeah, of course he does. Attaboy. The first good decision he's made.
Yeah. Wow.
Attaboy.
Bro. Yeah.
Wow. Look how small he is.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Also true.
Also true. No. Not true. Yeah, show him the courage by saying you'll surrender. That's right.
Yeah. True.
That's right.
Yep. Yep.
True. That's humility right there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dang, dude. The realization.
Dang. That's right. Now he's got the courage.
Now he's got the courage to be
Yep.
mocked. And look at his posture, too.
He's the bigger man, despite everything.
Yes.
Tell him, Snake.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
Freaking
Wow.
based. Freaking
Let's go,
based. Oh, come on. He's deserting.
Oh, he's just leaving. Well, we'll see him again.
I'm sure. Wow.
Probably more of a monster than he is now.
Wow, I did not expect that.
Oh, let's frickin' go, bro.
Wow. Wow. That's incredible.
Yes. Oh my gosh, enough to bring a tear to my eye, dude. That's amazing. Dude, Leaf is such a G, dude.
I know.
Wow.
Oh, I'm so excited. Oh. Here we go. Here we
happens?
freaking go.
Oh, dude, I'm so nervous for Thorfinn. Dude. The
Great.
courage to be laughed at, dude.
Courage should be laughed at, is right. Oh, don't want to defy the king, do you?
Yeah. You guys aren't gonna believe him, though.
Come on! I hate this guy so much.
I do too.
Oh no.
He's gonna have to endure this barrage, dude.
Please bring him out. Come on, go!
Come on, Canute.
Okay. Okay. Oh, recognition. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh. Yes. Yes. Come on. Come on, Canute.
Don't say no, bro.
Oh.
No freaking
He knows.
way.
Canute
No
knows
freaking
he's freaking. Oh, dude. Canute knows how guilty he is, man.
He's wearing himself out.
Dude, they're pillaging anyways? Oh, it's bets.
Oh, come on. Oh.
He let himself get hit.
No,
He let it happen.
He got distracted. Oh, he's all right. Okay.
Dude, Einar, you gotta get away from here, bro.
Oh boy. Gonna bet on himself? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to talk to the Canute.
Yeah.
Oh,
How many is it gonna do, man?
wait, he's gonna take hits?
Yeah, he's gonna take hits. Fewer than 10. No.
No.
90s? Bro, there's no way. Oh my gosh.
No, this is awful.
We'll take your life.
No, what?
No, dude.
Please talk some sense into him. Yeah, just leave.
Oh, Thorfinn.
No. The kindness. As he lived as a slave, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
His
That's
perspective
the
of this
thing.
is crazy.
There's a trick to getting hit.
He like rolls with the punch.
Yeah, I guess so.
The
The bear killer.
bear killer.
Bro, you're gonna be humbled without Thorfinn ever dealing a single blow. Let's go, Thorfinn. Cheering to kill him.
No. I hate
We
it.
have to
I
wait.
hate it so much.
At least we gotta watch next episode.
I'm so
Dude.
freaking glad, bro.
Dude. The allegories right now to Thorfinn being a Christ-like figure is like, I don't know, like the author put a lot of Christianity into, like, they literally read out of the Bible in this freaking thing. And like, I don't know exactly if it's on purpose, I think it's on purpose. This show's too well written not to be. So like, I don't know if this guy's a person of faith or what, but like Thorfinn is right now a stand-in for the farm, and he's taking like the punishment unto himself and like doing all these things. And he's like coming before this whole group of people of like evil men, and yet he's coming in like humbly and he's got the power to wreck everybody here, dude. Thorfinn pulls out some knives and just like in a second, dude, they're all dead. They're freaking head, they're like, stabbed, arms cut off, whatever.
Right.
And he's got all this power and he doesn't use it. And instead, he opts to not soil himself with violence. And he takes it. Now, it does break down after a little bit because he's not dying for anybody or anything. But but there is like parallels that are very strong. Yeah, that are very strong. And like, there's just something, I don't know, dude. There's something to be said about someone who's got the power to just wreck everybody, yet chooses not to.
Yeah.
Like that takes
100%.
like so much more. It's like beyond courage, beyond, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it properly, but it's just like he could wreck them all and
restraint?
He chooses not to. Yeah. Restraint. But it's like restraint on a level that like normal humans wouldn't be able to achieve. So yeah, it's just crazy.
I mean, there are certainly parallels. It's sad to see the person who like least deserves it get the punishment for like achieving something for someone else. So yeah, for sure, the parallels are stark and intense for that reason.
Yeah,
you're right. So, yeah.
Oh, dude, and like seeing the bodies of like the dudes in the beginning
in the camp.
I don't want to get too graphic and too specific just because I don't know how YouTube handles stuff.
Sure.
And I don't want to deal with like demonetization or any of that crap, but like there's footage coming out of the Middle East and what's happening over there.
Sure.
And it's just like, dude, like, I don't have a horse in the race aside from the fact that these are like human beings dying, and it's just like saddening. And like, there's videos of mothers
awful stuff.
Yeah, trying to put little ones back together.
Ugh.
And it is just nightmare fuel. And I can't imagine how anyone could keep going with life that way, dude. Like, I just think about myself and my kids, dude, and if I couldn't keep going. I wouldn't be able to, dude. Like, that is just the freaking worst. And like, I'm not interested in getting into the whole like conversation of like who started it, like why is it going, who's in the right, who's in the wrong. Much as we've seen here in the show, the themes of it's like, dude, like you're always in the wrong when you become an aggressor. And I think that's true. That's why like Thorfinn is having to find another outlet on how to do this, right? Like this is the reason I bring this up, is because it's like in my base reaction, I'm like, bro, Thorfinn, go and frick him up, dude. Like, just talk to Canute,
yes.
like forcefully, right? But it's just like, no, Thorfinn had to learn the lesson in the hardest way possible, which is like, as soon as you're become the aggressor, no matter how justified you might have been,
right,
you're in the wrong. And like, at the same time, you can't just like get in the fetal position and let, people run over you and stuff. And so like it comes back to the nuance of like, what do? And you have to be, I don't know. There's no answers really to the complexities and nuances of life and stuff. But it's just like, it's just so sad. All of it.
Agreed. 100%. Yeah. It's, I don't know how much there is to say more than that. It's complicated, right? There is on so many levels, even just in the simple example, this is simple compared to like the status of the world and things that happen in the world. But like even here, it's not clear, like there are levels of right and wrong, and there's a mixture of, well, they're right about these things and they're wrong about these things, and some of these choices were made for the right reasons, but they're the wrong choices that were made, and they have outcomes that cause people to do things that have been wrong, but now they're doing wrongs, or maybe, some people who've done wrongs are doing right now, and then, like, where do we draw the line of forgiveness? And it's just like, oh man, it really makes you like, because the great thing about something like Vinland Saga is it allows you to see the gray, because we're able to see all of the facts ahead of us, right? In a situation like the wars that happen in our world, it's extremely difficult to know what the reality of what really happened, like who's in the wrong, and usually it's like all parties are both in the wrong and in the right in different ways, right? But we can't see all those nuanced details, and no one can. Like, there's not one person who can factually see just all of the details like it's laid out in Vinland Saga, because people are going to have their biases for one side. Even someone in the middle who tries to take both informations into account, they're not going to see that the reasons and intents behind different things and choices that were made. So they don't know the full entirety of the story. They may miss some things. So, like, at the end of the day, we can see all the facts here, and it's still complicated. It's still difficult.
Still complicated.
Yeah, it's still difficult to know. Just imagine how much more complicated and impossible to understand and grapple with the reality of what's happening around the world and the different places and wars that happen, the people's decisions and things like that. And that's what it comes down to, though, is like the only way to solve all of that, the only way to put it all away, is for people to just stop right now and forgive each other right now. It has to be.
It really is.
All previous things have to be, no matter how egregious you think it may be, the only way to stop everything today is to let go of the things of the past and move forward.
Yeah.
It's the only way.
What you said goes exactly with what Canut's dad said, which is like, yes, it's the job of the king to kill those who deserve to be killed and spare those who deserve to be spared. But that is a duty or a way. I don't remember exactly what he said, but it's like too much for a normal mind to comprehend. Dude, how can anybody completely judge the worth of another human being, as horrendous as they may be, as wonderful as they may be? Like, listen, if season 1, if you had told me, no, Thorfinn is irredeemable, and we gotta freaking off him. We gotta off Thorfinn. I would have been like, I like him as a character, but you're 100% right. Let's get rid of this guy. The world will be a better place for it. Right. And now it's just like, dude, how many people could potentially be judged? Like this dude, the bear killer, right? Like, how do we not know that in 10 years, he's going to have a similar experience to Thor's and is going to be like, bro, who was I? I was like, how could I possibly punch that
100%?
I guess he's not a little kid anymore, right? But like this young man, freaking 100 times, like, what kind of monster am I, right? Thorgil, right now, if you tell me, nope, bro, don't worry, Thorgil is irredeemable, I'd be like, all right. If you told me Canute is irredeemable and like he's not gonna turn around ever, I'd be like, okay, bro, like Thorgil, get him. I'm sucks you missed, dude. Get good, right? Then you never know. You never know. How do you judge a person? How do you judge the totality of a human being? And the answer is you can't.
You can't.
And so exactly how you were saying is like sometimes you have to have the courage to forgive, the courage to be ridiculed, the courage to press forward, and the hope that, you're all you can control is yourself, and you got to do the most good you can. I don't know, man. I've said many times, Attack on Titan is my favorite show, but like, dude, like, I don't want to be corny. Look at this, dude. I don't want to be corny. I don't want to be like too heavy-handed with my statements, but I legitimately believe if people took these messages to heart, like not just like, oh, like I understand it and I believe it. Yeah, like literally took it to heart, the world would be a better place.
For sure.
It's just, I don't know, man. This is just like, the delivery is insane and it's entertaining, but the messages are so good.
Yeah, 100%.
So
I'm so freaking glad we have one more episode. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Okay. Well,
let's watch it.
Let's do it. Let's see what awaits us.
All right.
Oh,
no.
Jeez. What is this? Which punch is this? 16. Oh! All in the face, dude.
Kicks? Oh! How?
I don't know, dude. How's he gonna do 100 of these?
He's rolling with it.
He's rolling with it, yeah.
He's gonna get tired at least.
Dude.
Oh, I hate this.
Oh, dude.
He's taking grazes, but... Oh...
Yeah, dude, he's only at 23, dude. How's he gonna do 100?
Einar's like, what?
He's only a quarter of the way done.
Oh, he's bleeding out the nose like crazy. This is not the method, bro.
Yeah.
He's exploring the possibilities, though.
It can't be. This is not sustainable.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no. That's a real hit.
Oh,
oh no, dude.
That was a big one.
Did he get distracted by Snake? Is that what happened?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, dude, he's gonna get a concussion from this, man.
This is the worst. I freaking hate this so much.
He's done. He's done for, dude.
We can kill just one more person. No, he won't even. It's just some deal they made. It's not even real.
Like, yeah, Canute can just say no. And he already said no.
He's gotta learn.
What a statement. He's gonna do it with dialogue. Yeah, this is Thorfinn. Wow, dude. Bro. Thorfinn, man, I am ride or die with you, dude. He drew the swords.
Holy frick.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. Oh! He lost a couple teeth from that. Oh, let's go! Oh, dude! Frickin' Thorfinn, man.
Oh my gosh!
Let's go, dude. Let's
But no more though, for
go.
real though, no more. Like seriously. No, Einar!
No, Thorfinn's got this, dude.
No, he does not have the sword.
He's got to try. He's got to try.
No.
Einar's not even 100% sure if he should let him, but...
No, of course he shouldn't. What are we doing? No way, he keeps going. Bro,
look at them, dude. The fight's been taken out of them.
Oh no. Oh.
Wow. I'm just saying, dude, the Christ-like allegory continues. Wow. Thorfinn beat him without landing a single blow.
No.
Let's go.
I hate it. Wow. The reverence everyone has right now.
Yup. He won them over.
Oh.
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 Wow, dude.
Wow, he straight up believes him. Oh.
He's gonna say no.
He's gonna say the king said no already. Oh.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Dude. Oh my gosh.
Oh man. Wow. 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 Wow.
Dang, he's so right, dude. He's so right.
He's so freaking right. That's incredible. What a way to put it. Why gather up all these guys? This has nothing to do with any of you. It's Petal and the king. Yep. Why are we 100%. Killing each other for freaking nothing? Oh my gosh, dude.
We just met today. Oh my gosh, dude. He realizes
he remembered.
Bravo, dude. Standing ovation to Thorfinn, man. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yes.
Let's go, dude. Let's freaking go. Yes. I've been this hyped for a victory in a show in so long, and he didn't even fight, dude.
Look at his freaking face.
Dude, just like the symbolism and like two slaves doing this. He won without landing a blow. Dude, peak. That was
bro.
Frickin' I bow to you, Vinland Saga. That was so good, dude.
That was crazy, bro. Frickin', he should have thrown him a. He had enough? Had enough yet? You want some more? Holy frick, bro.
That was so good. One of my favorite movies is Hacksaw Ridge. I don't know if you've heard about it, but
I've heard the name. That's it.
Yes, it's about World War II. It's the first conscientious objector in the United States to win a Medal of Honor. You know what conscientious objector is? Someone who, because of religious reasons, refuses to go to war. And a lot of people got out of war that way, and like Vietnam as well and all that stuff. But he was a conscientious objector who chose to go to the war as a medic. And it kind of follows his story as he's in boot camp and all this stuff. And he got bullied relentlessly because he wouldn't touch a gun. And he got harassed by like the military personnel, like some of the higher ups and all that stuff. And he got like, it was just brutal. And then he's thrust into the middle of the war. And he just runs around saving people who had given up. And just like, it's such a heroic thing. In fact, I looked up, I like read up on him after I saw the movie, and the movie had to downplay his heroism because otherwise people would have thought it was fake and like unbelievable. And he was he was like a Seventh-day Adventist, and I guess they don't eat meat and all this stuff. And so he was like malnourished through boot camp and malnourished during the war and all this stuff. And he got like shot in the arm from a sniper, and he took apart a gun and splintered his own arm and then kept going with a freaking being malnourished, like shattered bones in his arm and everything. And he like pulled people from the wreckage and saved them and all this stuff. And like, yeah. And, one of the things that always stuck with me is like one of the people that he's with, he's like, why don't you just pick up a gun? It's not going to bite you. And he says, yes, it will. Look around you. And it's like this like giant battlefield, right? And I was just like, dude, like what a freaking sick line to come up on the spot. And it's just like, it made me think when he's like, why didn't you fight back? He's like, why would I fight back when I'm trying to
broker peace,
negotiate peace?
Why would I use violence when I'm trying to broker peace?
Yeah, like, exactly. It made me think of a Hacksaw Ridge in that same line too. Point. And I was just like, dude, like freaking Thorfinn, mad respect, brother. He's just elevated to my favorite character in fiction.
Wow.
I don't think I have anybody else that I like more than Thorfinn. Like, dude.
History is made today.
Yes, 100%.
Oh my gosh.
From an anime, no less. Yeah. So, yeah, anime history. George's tastes history has been made here. Like,
wow.
I am honestly impressed. The writing is perfection. Perfection, dude. Wow. I think, like, I don't want to,
it's getting there.
Call shots. Yeah, call the shots before everything's said and done. Because it is possible that an eventual season 4 or 5 drops the ball so hard. Right. But right now, season 2 to season 2, freaking leagues ahead, Vinland Saga above Attack on Titan. So this has been such an experience. And the episode isn't even over.
You're blowing my brains right now.
Dude, this is just so good, man. It's just so good. It's so good. And I feel like only a person like Thorfinn could deliver this message in this world in this way and have it be so believable and so tangible and hit so hard. Just because of like the monster that he was, dude.
Yeah.
Like, and it kind of sucks that for like my peon of a mind to truly reconcile, or not even reconcile, but like to truly understand the message and the themes, it has to be delivered from a monster. It can't just be like some saying. It couldn't be the priest from season 1, right? That like tried to deliver this message. So I'm like, shut up, bro. Let Thorfinn stab some people, okay? It has to be a monster that shares that, so that I can, with my stupid little brain, can be like, yes, I understand, I see. And I don't know if that was just happenstance or that was genius from the author, who he identified that, you know, on the onset of this whole thing. But peak perfection, like, just wow. I'm blown away.
Wow is right. You're not the only one that's blown away right now. Wow. That's crazy. No, I do agree, because if it was the priest, then it would have been like, yeah, it's his devotion, right? It's just like, we would have expected it. But the fact that it's from Thorfinn is just like, he knows the other side. Yeah. And he doesn't even have to do this in the way that he's doing it. But he's coming from such a wildly different angle, and he's saying something, just like some of the stuff that he said was so freaking obvious. It's like, why? This is a dispute between two people. Why are we gathered together to shed each other's blood? It doesn't make any sense.
It's just like, met you guys. We didn't even know each other.
Yeah, it's like, we didn't even know each other. Like, it's like, freaking, I can't even argue against that. You're right, I guess. Yeah, like, that's...
Imagine how many wars throughout history past, present, and potentially future would be avoided if it was the two heads going at it. Like,
Crazy,
why not?
bro.
Like, that's part of the reason why they used to have like champions, right? And it's like, but even still, it's like, even having your champion, there's like a certain removal from it, right? So
for
like,
sure, but even still, even if it was the leaders, let's say if it was a death match 1-on-1 between the two presidents of a country, even having one of them die would be reason for people to shed more blood. It would create a martyrdom.
100%.
It would create revenge.
Yeah, that's why you have to play a game.
That's why you got to play a game. That's
Yeah.
That's how deep level the freaking genius of Thorfinn's freaking response here is.
Understanding goes. Yeah,
It's crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
so good.
Wow. We saw history here today on the Anime Club. That's crazy. Wow.
dude. Vinland Saga.
All right. Well,
is
I
peak,
hope for
man.
your sake, George, the season just keeps getting better.
Let's hope. Let's hope.
Oof. No.
No, he's in there. Listen to him, Einar. Listen to
You
him.
gotta avoid the temptation of rage, my friend.
Yeah. He's 10 times the man you frickin' are, man. A king, totally healthy. A slave, beaten to a pulp.
Ugh.
And yet one is like 10 times in the right here. What a thing to say. It's not like old Thorfinn was blameless, though.
Yeah.
Dang, dude, Wolf is just getting mad. More mad respect
Yeah, right?
for Thorfinn.
No.
Bro,
No,
you know
they
that's not
didn't.
true. Dude. Canute.
Hmm.
Let's go, Einar.
In the mountains? Yeah.
Oh, what does he say? What does he say to this? And for what, bro?
Rack. Bro, you're nothing.
Yeah.
You're nothing, bro. No. Is he really this deluded?
I think so, dude. No way they calm.
No.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I was gonna say. He is really this freaking deluded. No, was he making a point? Yeah.
I'm gonna say God.
Ah, I see where he's going with this.
Going about this all the wrong way.
No kidding. The irony of what he's saying is crazy.
Exactly, dude. Tell him, Einar. You tell him. Canute. Bro, friggin' Einar, how many times he just has to, like, restrain his anger?
Awful.
Yeah,
Awful.
dude.
What? I thought they would run for sure.
The episode's gonna end. No.
Bro, I don't understand.
Why this cliffhanger, dude? Why
What the
this
frick?
cliffhanger?
What the frick? So first of all, the irony of saying that the only way to create a paradise is to rebel against God, and specifically what God has said, is hilariously ironic. Because the concept, whether you agree with it or not, is that if you follow the teachings of God, you'll live a better and happy life. Like that's
literally the passage that they were reading. I forget exactly what they were reading, but it was like literally reading out of the Bible, like love your enemy and like
exactly.
Stuff like that.
That's the exact thing they referenced in the show. Like, how can you be so freaking dense, Canute? Oh my gosh, dude. So how did they get out of this? Man? Canute's not going to let them leave, is he?
I don't know.
Hate it.
Thorfinn did say violence should be the last resort.
You think he's going to fight?
I mean, I don't think he's going to let them take Einar. I don't think he's going to want to kill, but like,
even if they kill Canute right now, there's no way they get out alive.
Yeah, the farm's done. I think they have to like.
Forget the farm. I'm talking about the circle of people. They didn't even get far enough to even see the farm again.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how they get out of this. I don't think they're dead. They're not like dead. A meta perspective, I don't think they're dead.
From a meta perspective, sure.
Yeah.
But like, what the frick? How? How do they get out of this situation here?
I don't know.
Canute has lost it, bro. He's lost it. So now the paradise is just for the Vikings, apparently.
And it's not a paradise, just like Einar said.
No.
It's like laughable that you think you're going to be able to make a paradise with this.
Yeah, it's stupid.
And so
stupid.
Canute's going to go forth with his plan, and he's going to grow old and paranoid and dumb, and he's going to die with regret, knowing that nothing he ever wanted amounted to anything.
Bro.
And some new hotshot king is going to come and take over and kill him, and the cycle will continue.
Yeah. See, here's the freaking thing about all this. I was holding out that Canute would maybe be like, I just want to hear him out. I'm just like, okay, I don't know what he's going to say, but maybe Canute will convince me that, you know, I'm not going to pass judgment until I've heard him out. For sure. Because who knows? Now that I've heard him out, frick him.
Yeah, dude, I don't think...
Frick him.
I don't think Canute's... Like, again, the lesson from the show is, like, even Canute in his current state can come back from the ledge. And I don't want that to be lost on us and the intended audience of the show.
I'm sorry, it's lost on me.
Well, no, like, that lesson is still there. However, from a storytelling perspective, I think it's incredibly likely that Canute is now the villain, and he has been established as the villain of the story, and that's like what you need, because you need a villain. So like he is that, and he is playing that role, and
true,
because of that he is irredeemable, but in the real sense even Canute isn't irredeemable. Does that make sense? Like the theme and then like the meta storytelling. Not that they're like at a clash here, but it's just like you need an antagonist. Otherwise, like, not that it can't be a story, right? But like you kind of need an antagonist.
Sure. I understand what you're saying.
And like the antagonist could be the world, right? Just like the general world could be the antagonist to Thorfinn's thing. And so it doesn't necessarily have to be Canute, but it's seeming like they're making Canute the antagonist.
Well, who would you say was the antagonist of season 1?
Thorfinn. He was his own. Thorfinn's pride, hate.
You don't think it was Askeladd?
In many ways, I feel like Askeladd was the main character of season 1.
A little. I can see that.
Like not totally. Like, yes, if I had to pin one person down, it'd be Thorfinn.
Yeah. Do you think that both of them shared both?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Both of them together were the villains
antagonist
and the protagonist.
The protagonist.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. And Askeladd was the inciting incident of Thorfinn's life. Because it's because of him that he went through hell. And it's, because of him, not maybe like super directly, but pretty directly, that he's where he is now. Right. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's crazy. Well, frick Canute. I was holding out hope until now.
He's gone. Sucks.
Yeah.
He's going to rebel against God because that's
squander
how you bring
the one
paradise.
In doing so, he's gonna squander the one thing he truly wants, which is the ultimate irony.
Yeah.
He's doing the one thing that would absolutely ensure that he doesn't get the one thing that he wants. It's crazy.
Isn't that crazy, dude? Isn't that wild?
It's crazy.
What a lesson there is in that.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. Ridiculous.
Yeah. And it's I'm trying to think, dude, and we don't necessarily have the time to do a full deep dive character analysis here, but I'm trying to think what snapped in his brain. I'm trying to remember back to season 1, and he's just something broke.
Yeah, it was they were in the snow, like a snowy place.
They were in the snow, yeah.
Thorkill
and the priest
was there.
had just finished reading, or maybe it wasn't the priest, it was a cone-headed dude, whatever his name was.
Yeah, and he just kind of went off, and he just kind of made a connection in his head that all of this was happening, and that God was totally indifferent. And he's like, wow, God tells us to do all this freaking stuff. And he's just so indifferent to all the killing, despite that. He lets
all the bad things happen, even though he tells us to try and be
do
good.
This and that, but he lets all this stuff happen. So frick that. I'm going to go and do what I want to do that's directly against God and still build the paradise that God promises by following what he wants. I'm going to build that paradise while doing the opposite or not following God.
Yeah. Yeah, the opposite of what will bring paradise, which is which
is ridiculous. Obviously, he doesn't see it that way. He thinks he can do that, but he's paving his own road to hell.
Yeah. And the craziest part is his dad's head. It's not real. He knows deep down his subconscious is projecting all that onto himself.
Yep.
And he's not willing to acknowledge the fact that he's so deeply in the wrong. There's insane cognitive dissonance happening to the point that
he has to offload that doubt and the reality of what he's really doing onto, I'm seeing visions of my father's head. No, you're not.
Yeah.
This is you, buddy. Yeah. It's all in you. It's always been you, but you have to cope. You got to freaking turn it into something else.
And then he placates himself with saying,
yes,
we're not going to pillage. Yes. Why would we pillage, boys?
I'm making a paradise.
Yeah,
we gotta kill these people, and then paradise will be made. We gotta be nice. Don't destroy their bodies, but we gotta kill them. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's frecked. Freck you, Canute. We get one more death. I hope it's yours.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. If you told me in season 1, hey, we got to off Thorfinn. If you tell me right now in season 2, hey, we got to off Canute, and I don't know. Well, in season 5, will I be thinking, bro, why did we ever think that about Canute? What the heck, man? Look at the Chad he's become.
That's right. Yeah, and that's the irony, right? Is even calling for just one more death in Canute is the wrong way to go about it. I realize the irony. It's not lost on me. I understand that that's not the way it should be.
That's literally why I said the only reason to get this message through my dumb little lizard brain that just freaking wants to pull out the knife and have Thorfinn stab everybody.
That's right.
Is to have Thorfinn be the messenger.
That's
otherwise, it doesn't freaking stick in there. Doesn't go in.
100%.
So,
that makes perfect
again,
sense.
that's
in
just
my
like
case,
part of the genius of the story and of the storytelling.
Sure, 100%. In my case, it has to be a cute anime girl, but I mean, it's tomatoes, potatoes.
Okay.
So it's totally fine.
Man, now I'm just imagining literally Vinland Saga exactly the same, but have like Thorfinn just plucked out, and in his place is like freaking Emilia or something, dude.
Oh my
like,
gosh, it's perfect. It's
No,
perfect.
dude.
If Thorfinn would have been a
No.
cute anime girl, George, we would have been both on the same page 100%.
Oh
bro.
my
It would have
gosh,
been amazing.
dude.
Though that
No, it would've
scene,
totally
getting punched
ruined it.
100 times would have been brutal to watch. Ugh. So I don't know.
See,
That's the
exactly.
monkey
Needed to
paw
be
right there.
Okay. Well,
All right. Well,
good stuff. Fantastic couple episodes. Vinland Saga, man. It's slowly on the trajectory to become my favorite anime, and I think it will, dude. I think it will, but we'll have to see what happens. Like Graham said at the beginning, if you want to vote for the premium voting, check out the Patreon and the channel membership. 2 of the top suggestions from last week, along with 2 from us, for 4 total, are happening right now on Discord for YouTube, on Patreon for the Patreon members,
right.
And Jobless Reincarnation is live right now if you're watching this on the public release for the premium members. But with all that, we'll catch you guys next time for the finale, actually. The finale of Vinland Saga. Right? 24. 23, 24.
You're right. I didn't even think about that until just now. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the finale, here it comes. And we were even saying the next season is up. Yeah, because next week is the finale. So
yeah. Okay.
There's that. Yep.
Huh.
Okay. Well, have a good one, guys. We'll see you
See you,
later.
everybody.